Folks, we see it all the time. Random violence can come your way. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Barking in London, England. Shows us here a random, unprovoked attack on a man who's just walking home from a night at the pub. It's going to teach us some important lessons about situational awareness, about sometimes just the randomness of violence, and teach us about staying in the fight, about our first aid skills, and about emotional fitness to stay in there and protect ourselves no matter what. This man is just walking back from a night at the pub. This is a very common thing that Londoners do, and this guy walking behind him means him ill. He has a knife in his pocket. The police still haven't caught him that I have seen, and this guy's just gonna walk up behind him and grab him and start stabbing him, friends. And if you go read the news story that is on my website, the link to my website's in the description, you can see that he stabbed him 11 times, and this guy's had to have a whole bunch of surgeries to try to get better. So I want to highlight some lessons from this one. If you go click through the link on the website to my website on the description, you'll see there are at least 8 lessons here, but I want to talk about some of the most important ones. And again, going out to the pub is an English tradition. This is something that people in England do very common, so I'm not going to get on him for that, though I don't really recommend drinking in public much because it does give you problems. But if you are going to do that, you got to stay in your faculties. You can't get drunk, and you got to stay aware of your surroundings. It looks like to me like he's got his head down and he's got his cell phone there, his mobile, you know, kind of on his chest, which is very common, and that tells everybody around it's a sign for predators that you're a victim because you're not aware of what's going on. And because of that, he's able to sneak up very, very close before his intended victim is able to see him. And you got to use your ears too, not just your eyes as a self-defender, but your ears. You can hear somebody walking up behind you and see what's going on. And it takes him a while to do that. And by the time he's able to see it, the guy grabs him from behind and stabs him. And you can see there, if you count them, 11 times he stabs him and then runs off. Probably something to happen in the pub or something, I'm not sure. But thankfully, this guy made it. You know, we got to have emotional fitness to weather the storm and get ourselves to help. I think spiritual fitness as well, because you never know when your last day is going to be. And if this guy wasn't quite as lucky, it might well have been his last day. So make sure that you're right with God, right with your family. You have said everything that you need to say so that you can be ready for your last day. And that if we use the lessons that we find here, this won't happen to us. And instead, we can cover our asp.